Oh dear, oh dear. It looks like things are getting worse with the whole snail game stock situation. And when I say worse, it's really, really dropped. Now, I know things have been going on and like global stocks have sort of tumbled since Monday and everything and whatever's going on there, but this looks pretty bad for snail games considering they're trying to get back over the $1 mark. Let's talk about it today, and if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's dive in to today's video. So pretty much this whole news video came by because I saw a post from GP on Twitter, and pretty much GP goes on to say, I've had people tell me something big is going on with snail because their stocks plummeted to an all-time low suddenly. Read the news, people. Yes, things aren't great with snail, but global stocks tumbled everywhere on Monday. Hashtag PlayArk, hashtag snail. Now you can see from this graph how it's kind of been up and down over the last month, and then the sudden huge drop there, which doesn't look good. And then the comments responding to GP saying, yeah, but unlike snail game stock, the rest will go up. And GP replied saying, too true. And then someone also said, except the downward trend constantly below $1 now for 3 months can't be misdirected away due to the last few days going on in the markets. And GP said, I wasn't misdirecting or suggesting there's no downward trend. I was pretty clear that I was referring to the sudden drop and the reason behind that specifically. So I went over to have a little bit of a check myself because some people said it started to rise. And as you can see on the screen, it is now at an all-time low, pretty much. And yeah, it may have sort of risen a little bit within the last day or so since the whole market crash, or, you know, I don't really have much information onto that as I'm mainly referring this video towards ARK. But it's now, with it being so far away, is it going to be able to rise again within enough time? Now, the reason why I think everything will be okay, I keep seeing comments on my channel saying, Dom, I'm getting more and more concerned regarding this snail game stock. But from many videos that I've watched, people have told me as well that you can sort of make out certain deals with NASDAQ. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true. I'm sure there's people that are more qualified to talk about this than me in the comment section, but apparently there's certain deals that you can put into place to, without getting removed from the actual NASDAQ sort of stocks and stuff, by sort of showing a graph of the reason it's dropped, but the future reasons why it's going to gain to an all-time high again. Now, we know so much is going on with the ARK community recently. We know there is a new paid DLC on the horizon, which is a canon DLC, which is my video which went live earlier today. And we also know there is ARK 2 news coming our way very, very soon. Now, the reason why many still believe that ARK 2 is going to drop this year of 2024 is because it's a kind of now or never situation with regarding snail games, because they have to show where some higher margins are gonna be made, and obviously premium mods and, you know, extensions, anything like that, cosmetics, is nowhere near going to be enough to save this situation. And to be honest, the only way this situation is going to be saved is by the release of ARK 2. So we did see that there was potentially going to be an ARK 2 playable demo at the Xbox Gamescom stall, and that was then later removed. But that doesn't rule out that there could be a big sort of form of trailer coming for ARK 2, and it could even drop this year. Why was there even an understanding that there could have been a playable demo? Someone has to be working on this game in the background. We know Studio Wildcard have many teams that are working on separate things, and they've talked about how they even had a separate team working on Survival of the Fittest. So is there in the background a team working completely separately on releasing ARK 2 to make this up? Now, you guys have to admit, I know it myself, that when ARK 2 does drop, it will make crazy, crazy sales. It will be probably in my eyes, I think it will make even bigger sales than Ark Survival Ascended, because it's a whole new concept and it's been hyped up for so long. Whenever Ark 2 news comes out, everyone wants to hear it. Now, I do get the fact that, you know, not everyone may want to play it because it's a third person only game, but the fact that it, you know, it's still a part of the Ark genre and there's so many people out there that love the game, it could, you know, it's not going to stop someone from wanting to at least purchase it and try it out. But then I do think another thing Snail have to be careful with is once this gets released, they have to make sure that this early access version of Ark 2 is actually 1, playable, 2, actually enjoyable, and 3 is actually has enough content in there to make people want to play this and not want to refund it. I really hope that if Ark 2 does drop this year, 1, there's been some really hard work put into it. It's not a quick cash grab or anything like that. I want it to be a game that we're all going to purchase and play and be like, wow, this has actually blown our minds. Can an Ark game finally do that again since the early days of Ark Survival Evolved? That's all down to really the work that's been put into it. Now, yes, it's going to be early access and it will only be available on Xbox, PC, Steam, and PC Windows, so it won't be available to PlayStation players. But with a game like Ark 2 with so much hype behind it, there's going to be many PlayStation users that are going to want to be able to jump on, whether that's via PC or whether even getting themselves an Xbox to try it. But obviously that's a big risk until they know that it's even going to be any good. So what's going to happen with this situation, guys? The last couple of months have been awful. Snail have been under that dollar mark for such a long time now. Only time will tell, and that's the thing. It really will. I'm sure there's some form of plan. Whenever anyone's going through a tough time, there's always plans put in place to sort this out. And with it being so low, they need a big plan. Really hope that Ark 2 won't be any form of cash grab. I want it to be something. I don't want to have to like load up the game and have to tame something by buying a season pass straight away or something. I really want it to be that pure survival experience. Yes, it's gonna be a different Dark Souls kind of, you know, vibe to it, but I'm excited for that personally. I'm ready for a change. I do prefer the old version of the, you know, the Ark we know and love. I do prefer that version, but I do like the Dark Souls type combat. I like Elden Ring. I like games like that. And if Ark can hit, you know, they're trying to do something different here by being able to create a game that has the Dark Souls aspect but adding survival, and that's never really been done before. If that has been done before, let me know in the comment section down below, but I don't know of any games out there that have done it, and they want to take it to that next level. That can open up a whole new market to so many other players, and they do need to do that because the Ark community right now are the long-term loyal fans that have been around for years and years and years, and if they want to open into a new market, it has to be a successful game that works and smells as good as Elden Ring is. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. It's a whole crazy situation right now. I never expected it was going to be this bad after Ark Survival Ascended's launch, but unfortunately, it just didn't have enough content. But things are happening in the background. Things are growing. Let's see what happens. Thank you for watching today's video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.